Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Bees, and before I say anything else, let me tell you that it has been an honor and a privilege to have started reacting to Eurovision. If you don't know, I put out a video titled American Reacts to Eurovision or something like that, and did not expect how well that video did. If you are watching this and have already watched that video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is on pace to be my best video to date in terms of just overall view count and engagement. I had a feeling it might do pretty well, but did not expect just the outpour of excitement that people had for me while I started this Eurovision journey, in addition to all the things about Eurovision that I just didn't know, being the American this, right? And I got some things to say, ladies and gentlemen. I got notes here. Lots to catch up on. So in the time that I recorded and posted that last Eurovision video, I probably haven't done as much homework as I probably should have on Eurovision and the culture of it overall, but guarantee that there will be more videos after this for Eurovision, and I'll do a much better job at maybe contextualizing everything. And as far as the videos that we're going to be reacting to today, they're all coming from this comment on the first YouTube video that I did. It was the top comment. It seemed that a lot of people agreed that those were some really good suggestions, so thank you for posting that, and we will be getting into some of what you had recommended. Seems like 1.9 thousand people tend to agree with you, so that's enough for me to agree with you. But going forward, this seems to be peak Eurovision season. Eurovision 2025 is set to start quite soon, so we'll be reacting to some of the current contestants for this year. And if this goes well enough and the demand is high enough, hopefully I can live stream actual contests as it's going on. Time zones get a little weird. I'm in the States. We'll see how it goes. But there will be more content for this year's contest, 100%. Next up, there are a couple things that I'd kind of like to address, some faux pas on my part, some mistakes that I had said in my first video. So number one, I did not pronounce Juiced Klein correctly. It's not Juiced Klein. He's not a goddamn orange, okay? We can't just juice him and drink it. It's Joost Klein, and I'm pretty sure that Klein isn't even the right way to pronounce it, but for the purposes of this video, it'll be Joost Klein. I'm pretty sure that that's the correct pronunciation. I had said in that video that I couldn't believe that he didn't win, and you all told me all the reasons why he didn't win. I won't get into everything right now, but it seemed that he was really screwed out of winning. It seemed like he was a shoo-in. So from now on, justice for Joost. Justice for Joost. A valiant effort. Europapa forever in our hearts. And I don't know if it was included in the video, but on stream I had said, oh, I know this guy. I've seen this guy before. He was dressed up as a knight. No, I was confusing Joost Klein with Tommy Cash for his song Racked, which is an awesome song, and I love it. But I had seen Joost Klein before in his video for Traffic, which came from a paid reaction stream, which I hope to do those again soon. So if you want me to do those, make sure you follow me on Twitch and make sure you follow me on YouTube. Check out the community tab. Tells you when I'm going live. Okay, cool. And also, I need to make a very sincere apology to the people of Finland, to the Finns. I love you. Thank you for correcting me. You are not a part of Scandinavia. You are Nords. I got it. I love the Finns not only from what we saw from Eurovision, but I love your form of baseball. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation again here. I'm pretty sure you call it pasapalo. If you don't know, it's basically a version of baseball, and I looked at it and I was like, is this just like somebody from Finland saw how baseball was played and they just tried to recreate it from memory? And apparently that's exactly how it happened, and I love watching those clips. So if you got recommendations for Pasapalo clips, Finnish baseball clips, let me know. But I think that takes care of all the housekeeping issues that we have going on. But before we do get into it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Helps me out quite a bit. But if you're looking to support the channel a little bit more and catch Eurovision reactions before they come out on YouTube, go ahead, click one of the links below down in my description for my Patreon link, as well as checking out one of the other links to see when we go live. And as we continue with this video, please do keep in mind that my reactions and my commentary are inherently biased, as pretty much all reaction commentary is. But sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to determine just how biased a piece of media is, especially politically. And that's why I'd like to take a moment and thank our partners at Ground News. As this channel's first sponsor, I wanted to promote a product that I truly believed in and would actually benefit my audience. And Ground News does just that by combining news sources from around the world in one place so you can compare them for yourself. For every news source, you can see if they have a political bias, how reliable their reporting is, and probably most importantly, who owns them. Their blind spot feature is probably my favorite aspect of Ground News, as it highlights news disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I just took this sponsorship just to take it. I have a bit of a dog in this fight, as you may not know, and you probably don't know. I went to journalism school and have a degree in journalism, and I worked in journalism. Curtailing news bias and encouraging media literacy was really at the forefront of a lot of the conversations we had when I worked as a reporter. So I find that Ground News is the perfect tool to get you thinking freely about the news coverage that inundates our timelines. Go to check.ground.news/JerryBees to get 40% off the Vantage subscription, which unlocks unlimited article access, ownership data, and factuality ratings. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be a bargain at double the price. And remember that your subscription to Ground News doesn't only help my channel, but it also helps Ground News. It helps Ground News as they make the media landscape more transparent and keep you more well-informed about the world around you. Again, that's check.ground.news/JerryBees to get 40% off the Vantage subscription for Ground News. Now back to the video. I need to learn how to pronounce that real quick.
Better known as Käärijä.
Käärijä? Is that a Käärijä? Käärijä? Is that cool? Can I get away with saying Käärijä? So I saw this one come up a lot in what was recommended to me to listen to next. It seems as though this was from 2023. This is Käärijä. And again, these are all coming from that top comment. So again, thank you very much for that. I obviously offended the Finns from that first video. So I feel like it is only proper that you guys get first in line for today. Käärijä is an icon. Well, let's see how much of an icon they are. This is the national final performance from Eurovision 2023. Let's dive in. Good subtitles. Oh, man. I can't handle this. I loved every second of that. That was awesome. So, like, not only does he rock the lime green better than Charlie XCX does, and I know that's a hot take, and I don't care because they do, but did it before, made lime green famous before Brat came out. So this was A1, and talk about stage presence too. I mean, it was just so energetic, and I love like the veneers on all of the dancers here, just like these like fake plastic smiles that they got going on, and he's like corralling them essentially. Like, look at that. And, you know, I am not an expert on electronic music, but I feel like every head must bow in electronic music to the Europeans. I don't know what it is. I feel like they just have a stranglehold. Like, nah, this is ours kind of a deal. I know, you know, there was a big house scene in like Chicago and all that here in the States. But I don't know. I think nobody does it better than the Europeans. Any flavor of European, that is. And it wasn't just electronic too. You had those guitars in the background, which just added to like how aggressive it was. You know, those just like heavy distorted guitars in the background. And it's a well-balanced song because it just completely, like, the energy just completely drops near the bridge. Like, not Human Centipede, but hey, at least that's where my mind went. Oh, man. You know, it was like a few years ago where I just found, like, it was before I found Finnish baseball, where I was watching all these videos about Finland. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just such like an odd country. Now, I'm not one to believe this stupid conspiracy that Finland doesn't exist and Japan made it up for fishing territory. If you're from Finland, let me know what you think about that, because after, you know, I did that first video, I got a couple videos on the whole, like, oh, Finland isn't real kind of a thing. Now, I'm not like a geography expert or anything, but I'm pretty good at GeoGuessr. I feel like I know my good swath without knowing that Finland is not a part of Scandinavia, but I digress. I feel like it's a very ridiculous thing that people tend to put their stock into, but I guess that's what happens. Do the grand final performances. I think we will have a separate stream where we are doing just grand final performances, because there will be more Eurovision, obviously. There just has to be more Eurovision videos. You're right. I should do a final performances video. You keep riling up Finland, Jerry. I love the Finns. The Finns are great. So that was awesome. Here, I don't now, obviously from the thumbnail, this doesn't look to be as crazy. This does seem like maybe one of those more traditional types of performances from Eurovision, maybe more along the lines of what we got from Alexander Rybak in that first video that I did. But here we have Rise Like a Phoenix from Austria by Conchita Wurst. Please do forgive me if I am mispronouncing that. That's going to happen a lot in this video. But let's get into this. Let's see what we're getting into here. Oh, wow.
From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix, out of the ashes seeking rather than vengeance, retribution. You were one, once I'm transformed, once I'm reborn. From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix, out of the ashes seeking rather than vengeance, retribution. You were one, once I'm transformed, once I'm reborn. I rise up to the sky. You threw me down, but I'm gonna fly. Rise like a phoenix,
Goosebumps.
ashes seeking
Holy shit.
rather than vengeance, retribution. You were
Wow. That was something. I wasn't expecting the beard. I only saw, you know, the figure there on the thumbnail. So before I do they go by he, she, they? Like, what's their deal? So Conchita is a drag persona, drag queen there. But even a straight white male like myself can say, "Girl, you're looking beautiful." Eyebrows on fleek. There was a little bit of misdirection, but that's just more on my assumptions there, right? Wasn't expecting the beard there. But that doesn't take away from this at all. This is compared to what we've reacted to from Eurovision, this is a really nice way to class it all up. I got this like James Bond song energy from this one too, because those James Bond songs are basically like reserved for like people that got like real pipes on them. And Conchita Wurst, more like Conchita Best, right? Conchita Best. Even like Rise Like a Phoenix, I feel like that's the name of a James Bond movie anyway. So I'm just kind of like leaning on that interpretation of everything there. But stunning visuals, the way that it kind of built up, and like when they hit that high note, like I had shit going like down the back of my neck and down my right arm. Didn't happen down my left arm. Maybe I should see a doctor. I don't know. It's full on James Bond vibes. I love it so much. Yeah, I mean this was really something. Like I said, it was a really nice way to class things up. Always looking at the top comments is always fun. Back then there were so many people hating this performance just because of the appearance of the singer, but the song performance itself is amazing and you can't deny it. 100% agree. 100% agree. Once I'm transformed, once I reborn, I will rise like a phoenix out of the ashes. I rise up to the sky. I'm going to fly. Dramatic song causes goosebumps. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody believes me. Nobody believes me when I say I got goose pimples, but it'd be happening all the time. So here we go. This is Iceland, right? Another Nordic country, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it this time. Iceland is considered a Nordic country. I don't know how to pronounce that at all because Iceland's got a real weird alphabet, at least from how us Americans go.
Daði Gagnamagnið.
Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but D&G, just for the sake of me getting through this next song here. This is D&G. Think about things.
I can't wait to know. Believe me, I'll always be there. So I know I love you. I find it hard to see how you feel about me. 'Cause I don't understand you. Oh, you are yet to learn how to speak.
There you go.
As if the stars have started to align. We are bound together now and forever, and I will never let you go, baby. I can't wait to know.
I love this. This is so
What
good.
do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen. I might even know what to say. But hey, baby, I can't wait to know. Why do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen.
Wow. So this is just so fantastic and fun. I think maybe more of a straightforward one here. You know, I mean, obviously it's a little bit gimmicky. You know, they're playing the, you know, horns on their electronic basses and keyboards and things like that. And, you know, they got this jumpsuit get up. So it's giving, you know, Devo kind of. But I don't know. I think this is another one that kind of brought some, I think class is probably the wrong word there. Normalcy, maybe, I don't know, just because like it just, I'm starting to get a handle on the full spectrum of Eurovision and the kinds of songs and performances that are kind of brought out in all of it. And I love this one. It was, you know, straightforward in its approach, but definitely like the music was not lost on me at all. If you've watched me for long enough, and if you just found out the channel from Eurovision, maybe you don't know. If you haven't watched us live, maybe you don't know. I got this like thing against like choreographed dance. It's just not my thing. But here, I loved it. You know, just like those simple like shuffle steps, and they're all in unison. It's all synchronized. I think maybe that kind of goes along with, you know, they're all in the same jumpsuit kind of a deal. The only difference being that they just all have like 8-bit versions of themselves, of their faces on their jumpsuits. His voice was great. You know, it didn't necessarily hit like a high register or anything, but it doesn't have to. I think it was fine for what it was. Carried it on. I'm just now realizing that their tongue is so long. I got kind of a long tongue too, right? Jerry B's tongue moment, right? I don't know. Maybe that stays in the YouTube video. I don't know. Yeah, and then I think the only other band from Iceland that I know is Sigur Rós, how you pronounce it. It's like fairy music. Sigur Rós. It's like fairy music, and it sounds beautiful. It's gorgeous music. There's a Eurovision movie? No, I have not seen the Eurovision movie. Should I react to the Eurovision movie maybe? I don't know. Okay, so moving on, we have an entry from Moldova. And when I was looking at things from Eurovision to react to next, like I said, from that top comment, I put this one in and could not believe it. I think everybody on the planet knows the most famous 5 seconds from this performance, but I had no idea where it was from. And I think that, at least here in the States, is the same deal. I think everybody knows Epic Sax Guy, but doesn't know A, that they are from Moldova, or B, most importantly for the purposes for today, that this was a Eurovision contestant. So this is the Sunstoke project and Olia Tira, I believe, with Runaway, Moldova 2010. This is the grand final. So did they win? When it says grand final there, do I assume that they've won? No, they didn't win, but they were one of the like final finalists, I guess. So I have actually, I had some pretty good friends from back in the day that were actually from Moldova. So I do have a little bit of connection there. But like, I don't think I've ever seen this full performance in my entire life. I have to watch it because it's a big sax guy. It sounds even better now. The dude just pulling his pecs open there at the end. Yeah, man, you know, I think the song itself is a little bit repetitive, but it goes so hard, and just that like expansive LEDs in the background pulsating on the beat. And this sounds great. I like the Rise Like a Phoenix performance. For some reason, that video didn't, you know, the audio quality wasn't all there, but the audio quality here was just fantastic. My ears were swimming in that bass, and I loved it so much. Obviously, now we've seen Epic Sax Guy in its full context, and I actually I should have watched this sooner, because the Epic Sax Guy, when he comes back later on in the song, on top of the beat, so it's not just, you know, the sax solo isolated, just added to it for me a lot. And we as a global society need to bring awareness to RGB LED violins, because I don't think this guy gets enough credit. Epic Sax Guy completely drowned out Epic Violin Guy, because he's playing the entire goddamn song. And he's moving. He's got his tongue out again. Eurovision just all about sticking your tongue out is what I'm finding here tonight. There seems to be a lot of that. Jerry B's reacts to Eurovision tongues. Top 10 Eurovision tongues. I love weird Eurovision lyrics. And you know what? I like how we're kind of getting into maybe away from maybe like the weirder, more just like outrageous kinds of stuff. Because this was just a straightforward, hard pop performance. And I liked it quite a bit. The only thing Alexander Rybak was missing was an LED violin. That's what I'm saying. And sticking out his tongue, apparently. We're going to move on. I need to like concentrate. Constracta? Constrakta. Pretty sure I got that down pat. Pretty sure I got that. Corpore Sano. Should I just post 40 minutes of me trying to pronounce this stuff? This is an underrated one, apparently. So this is Serbia national final performance, Eurovision 2022. Now, national final performance. Does this mean that this won for Serbia and then they moved on to the rest of the competition? Yes? Okay, cool. See, I'm becoming European. Next, I'm going to start putting mayonnaise on my french fries. I kind of already do that. I do like mayonnaise on my french fries quite a bit. What else would make me European? Having affordable healthcare would be really nice. Yeah, fuck you, JD Vance.
Koji je tajna zdrave kose, Meghan Markle? Koji je tajna? Koji je tajna zdrave kose, Meghan Markle? Koji je tajna?
Koja li je tajna?
Mislim da nije lepa, a umetnica mora biti zdrava. Biti zdrava, biti zdrava, biti zdrava. Biti zdrava. Ne moram kontrolisati otkud saje srce kuca, srce samo kuca. Letnjeg dana jarke boje suknje moje, na mom telu suknje moje. I to je sve, i ne mora bolje, srce samo kuca. Dajem poverenje, neka samo kuca. Dajem poverenje, neka kuca, neka diše. Nemam knjižicu.
Same, girl! Same!
Biti zdrava, biti zdrava, biti zdrava, biti zdrava. Biti zdrava, biti zdrava, biti zdrava. Može. Messi firma i Corpore Sano, animus tristis i Corpore Sano, mes desperate in Corpore Sano, mes conferite in Corpore Sano. I šta ćemo sad?
Wow. Okay, so Corpusano means a healthy body. I just got done saying how much I love free healthcare. I gotta wash my hands, clap, and apparently have hair like Angela Merkel. What's her hair look like? It's pretty decent hair. Not a diva in the hair department, but I guess I gotta be looking at more German chancellors' hair apparently. Actually, never mind. But another like thought-provoking one, kind of like Let 3 was almost. Maybe a little bit easier to follow right off the bat, a little bit more literal to that degree. So a desperate mind and a healthy body, maybe calling on these ideas of being like obsessed with your health and like maybe being frightened and you're noticing all these imperfections in your body. So whether or not you're self-conscious about it or these things that we might not notice about ourselves, right? Am I getting this right? Meghan Markle, not Angela Merkel. I just had Europe on the brain. That's just what it was. It was just Europe on the brain. No, fuck that. That's staying in the video. Everybody gets to see me confusing Angela fucking Merkel with Meghan Markle, even though I read exactly what it said. Oh my God. You're going to get persona non grata to fuck multiple countries before the series is over. No, but I love this. This one was good. This one, like I said, a little bit more thought provoking, kind of interesting, a little out there, you know. but good just the same. Good the exact same. I feel like this song exactly encapsulates what I love about Eurovision. It is so unique. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't get any better or more Eurovision than this, I guess. Get that away. So I saw this one come up a lot. So this is Ukraine 2007. Verka Serduchka dancing Lasha Tumbia from Ukraine. And I just got to say it, folks. Slavo fucking Ukraine. Is it Slavo Ukraine or Slava? I'm not sure. See, I'm fine with embarrassing myself by being wrong or like just being an idiot if it means that I just get to watch more Eurovision, okay? Okay? Does that make any sense? I think it makes sense to me. But this one seems as though it's a classic. It's still in people's minds. It was still being recommended to me. And we're 18 years hence. So let's just get into it.
7 Alulu, 7 7 1 2, 7 7 Alulu, 1 2 3. 7 7 Alulu, 7 7 1 2, 7 7 Alulu, 1 2 3. Das sind ich liebe. I want you see. I want you see. I want you see, Lasha Tumbia. I want you see, Lasha Tumbia. I want you see, Lasha Tumbia. I want you see. Dancing. I love you. I want you see, Lasha Tumbia. I want you see, Lasha Tumbia. I want you see. Lasha Tumbia, I want you see. Dancing! Ruski, ruski! No, no, no! Helsinki! Ukraina це круто! А Україна це кльово! Dancing hero! Okay, hit the end.
Gotta end it with the hip thrust. That was just some ass slapping accordion filled fun there. And this is, and this crowd is electric. And the crowds have been really good through most of these songs. But just looking at this and how the camera has been panning around the crowd during this performance, it must be a party. Let me know if you've ever been to a Eurovision live performance. I would love to know what your experience was like. Everybody's waving their flags, and it's cool because there is this like huge sense of community in it all. Because sure, they're waving, the flag of Sweden. I'm seeing Turkey, Georgia, all these other flags, for national pride, but you're all kind of coming together for a common goal, and that is to celebrate around music. This universal language here. This set, does just that. It really emphasizes that this was like a party. The energy was so infectious between the key changes, and let's get more mirror attire. I need more like disco ball mirror attire on people's heads and ties and everything like that. One of the things I can really appreciate about Eastern European music, because, I hear some here and there, was a big fan of all the old Bald and Bankrupt videos as they were coming out. Maybe that's a topic for another day, Bald and Bankrupt in general, but at least back in the day when I was watching it, it's like I picked up on like a couple words throughout, but I by no means know like Russian or Ukrainian or can like tell the difference between the dialects there. But what I will say, as far as Eastern European music is concerned, how they incorporate the accordion into a lot of it, and I get it. It's like a traditional, maybe folk instrument, and it just makes sense to include that within pop music and to include that within modern music. If that's what your culture and society is used to listening to, you should probably use it. And it doesn't get used enough over here, and I think that would really push a lot of like maybe the American listeners or maybe like, the more West you get, it's like, that's accordion. Like, is this like an Italian, is like stereotypical like Italian pizza shop or something like that? Is this France? Like, what is that? I love it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Growing up watching this every year on the TV shaped who I am. Seriously, it taught me regardless of politics, we're all just humans. The vibes are immaculate at Eurovision always. Honestly, as far as crowd engagement and like how pumped up the crowd was, it was between this and Europapa, honestly. Like, everybody was going crazy for Europapa. Although I didn't notice as much flags during the Europapa performance. Do they not bring flags anymore? Are you not allowed? Is it like an accordion risk? Is it a safety risk? I read the word accordion as I said that. But is it like a safety risk to bring flags in? So we're moving on. Party for everybody, Russia. And I picked this one out because I'm a big fan of everything Babushka. And it's looking like we got a couple babushkas here. Now, I really should have said this during the last song, but my on one side of the family, it is Eastern European, specifically from Ukraine. And, you know, doing some genealogy, there was some mix there between Russia and Ukraine, you know, maybe before, you know, certain geopolitical borders had started up. So in a way, this is kind of my past. This is kind of my culture here, because, you know, if I look like this and I live in America, odds are it goes back to Europe somewhere. So Russian grandmas baking bread on stage. So this is one of those entries that just everybody loved. It was one of everyone's favorite that year. So let's get into some babushki, everybody. Oh, they're literally just baking bread on stage. The oven is dancing. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I was expecting just like a nice traditional maybe folk song or something like that. The thing I'm learning with Eurovision is check your assumptions at the door. Just check all assumptions out the door, especially for tonight's stream and what we've been reacting to tonight. Someone said here, when someone describes a Eurovision stage, they're 99% being literal with their words. And no kidding here. And they put the cookies or the biscuits, the scones, or whatever they're called, whatever they are, whatever assorted pastry, and then the oven starts dancing. And how darling are these ladies, everybody? Just an absolute round of applause. And I felt a real connection. I don't know their name. You know, this is 2012, so and they're quite old, although from what I've seen, Russian women can last quite a long time. They are a sturdy breed. And I felt a real connection. I felt a real connection with that. Oh, this was just so pure and fun. They just want everybody dance. Come on and dance. How can you not? How can you not dance? They're having one of them passed away recently. Only one of them? When the fucking brick oven danced, you know, these cookies were laced with something. I think they're laced with tender love and affection. You know, I'm very privileged to be in a more diverse city here in the States. And like I said, I had some friends from Moldova. And the way that the villages and the smaller towns were kind of described to me was like, you just walk out your door, walk through the country, and just kind of show up in some village. And if a babushka tending her garden would see you, they go, no, you come in. Are you hungry? You're hungry. Come on in. And I'd ask, like, you guys are probably drinking lots of vodka. You go, yeah, but like also like everybody makes their own wine. Like that's just kind of the deal. That's just kind of the culture of what it was. Now, obviously this is Russia, not Moldova, but there's a lot of those kinds of things that go throughout all those, ex-USSR countries, just for an example. Absolutely love this. Would love to have ended on this one, but we got one more for tonight, folks. So here we got Rambo Amadeus with Nero, hopefully, from 2012. This is the semifinal one, right? So I'm not sure how many levels there are to the semifinal, but like I said, this is the last song we're going to be reacting to today. But go ahead and tell me what some of your favorite final performances are down in the comments below, as well as any other thoughts that you've had on my thoughts as we've gone on. Don't comment about the Angela Merkel thing, okay? I'm already way past that. I'm not going to let myself live that down. You don't have to do that for me. So yeah, another one from 2012 here to end it. Where are these guys from, actually? It doesn't say. Montenegro. So these boys are from Montenegro.
Euroskeptic, analphabetic, try not to be hermetic.
Neuro, don't be skeptic, hermetic, pathetic, analphabetic, forget old cosmetic, you need new poetic, aesthetic, eclectic, dialectic. Neuro, don't be dogmatic, bureaucratic, you need to become pragmatic to stop change, climatic, automatic, need contribution from the institution to find solution for pollution, to save the children of the evolution. Glave grote, a uslug do žranica, hojte habe, hobotnica. Neuro, I don't like snobism, nationalism, puritanism, I am different organism. My heroism is pacifism, altruism, I enjoy biciclism, liberalism, tourism, nudism, optimism, it is good for rheumatism. Neuro. Give me chains to refinance. Neuro, I got no ambition for high position in the competition with air condition. Different mission, different school, I got only one rule. Always stay cool like a swimming pool. Neuro. Ajmo, idemo gore. Give me chains to refin. Neuro. Ajmo. Opa, Neuro. Give me chains to refin.
Wow. It's like, yeah, you like that shit? I probably missed a lot in this one, but obviously, the lyrical delivery was not missed on me at all, so this constant rhyming or, these end rhymes, problematic, statistic, the ticks, and then the solution, retribution, evolution kind of thing. So I'm probably missing a lot there, but we even got like the monetary breakdance. And he's not singing so much as I feel like he's like orating on top of this incredibly like weird time signature-y fusion jazz funk thing that's going on. And I understand that they're not necessarily playing the instruments on stage, but the instrumentation was great between the bass and the drums. And, you just got that funky little synth on top of everything moving out. This was just laden with symbolism here. That it will probably take me years, if not decades, to understand. We got the Trojan horse. Why did two guys look the same, but then one guy's just got like the red cap on, and then they're tying him up with the banners? I don't know, but I liked it. And like he's not even like, he's just like orating basically. Mega churches in the United States wish their pastor looked like this. Church bands could never. American church bands could never. Believe me, I've been to them. I've seen a couple good performances, but I digress. Spoken word poetry, some might say. Check the lyrics, please. Okay, so we're getting a call for lyrics. Euro Nero, don't be skeptic, hermetic, pathetic, alphabetic, forget all cosmetic. You need new poetic. So yeah, it's like spoken word poetry. Like I said, he's more so orating than anything else. Euro Nero, don't be dogmatic, bureaucratic. You need to become pragmatic to stop change climatic, automatic. Need contribution from the institution to find solution for pollution to save the children of the evolution. Okay, so this is like a protest song. I don't even need genius for that. This is a damn protest song. My heroism is pacifism, altruism, enjoy bicyclism, liberalism, tourism, nudism, optimism is good for rheumatism. Okay, so this is just like, you know, some people here in the States might say, oh, that's soy pilled. That's wokeism. I can't believe everything is woke. Actually, I'm going to respond to this with the clown emoji. When, you know, in actuality, these ideas have been around for a long time. Finally, some meaty lyrics. I'm sure that there were some pretty good lyrics brought on by the Babushkas. Did they not bring good lyrics on? Everybody dance now. So that was me reacting to more Eurovision. Please do excuse my... Please do excuse my mispronunciations and the Honorable Merkel thing. Please, just forget about it entirely. And for next time, please let me know what final performances you want me to react to, because we're going to be doing that next. And stick around and subscribe, because we will be checking out this year's contestants and this year's contest. I am very excited to do that. If you want to see that live, make sure you click one of the links down in the description. And if you can't catch us live but want to catch us before it goes up on YouTube, please check out my Patreon linked below. Also, got to give another shout out to our great partners at Ground News. Check out the link below for 40% off the Vantage subscription. But with that said, I've been Jerry Bees. You've been awesome. Take it easy.
Diggity dog. Diggity dog. Breaking.